I think we're live. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I'm going to wait for people to join us. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Oh, we've got a really special live stream today. We are going to be joined by Jennifer from ALLFEISTY. I can't wait to bring her on. I just wanted to mention a few things before we got to our get ready with us. A few channel things, nothing serious, but I'm going to wait for more people to join. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck on Wordle today. Do you guys do the New York Times the New York Times Wordle? Do you guys do any of the games? I do a lot of them. A lot of them. And I'm falling down the rabbit hole where I have like, 3 green letters and I just can't get like the first and the third letter. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Hello. Hi. Hi. Happy Saturday. So I'm trying a little bit of a later start time. I think a couple lives ago, I did a Saturday at 7 a.m. And that seemed to be pretty popular and that worked for me. But I thought we would do a 9 o'clock. Jen and I thought maybe a 9 o'clock would be a little more, a little more civilized. Maybe it's 12 o'clock for her because she's on the East Coast. But anyway, hi, good morning. Good morning. Well, hello to everyone who is watching this on the replay. I appreciate it. And hello to everyone here live and on the chat. Oh my gosh, we've got such a great international crowd. Indianapolis, France, Japan, Tel Aviv, Pennsylvania, New York City, oh yeah, New Jersey, my home state, Arizona, Michigan. Hello, I have a soft spot for Michigan because my good friend lives there and I used to work for a company based there. Anyway, the UK, hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, happy March. Happy March. Hi from Vegas. I've got my Vegas local here. Sophia Sees Beauty is here. Definitely give her a watch and a subscribe here on YouTube. We've got Colorado. Oh my gosh. Oh, Debbie, morning from Maui, vacationing from Canada. Well, thank you for spending precious vacation hours with us. Singapore, Connecticut, oh my goodness, Netherlands, Norway. My God, I want to make it to Norway very, very soon. I have a feeling that's happening. Okay, so before I bring Jen on, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. One, I am still getting like spammed like crazy by these bot accounts. You probably have seen them in my comment section. I am just trying to get YouTube's attention. I have tried almost every single avenue I can to just like have them to please help me out, because I resorted to holding all of my comments for moderation. So I'm like, okay, well, at least then I just need to go through them and approve the ones that I know are coming from you guys. And they're not even being held. They're still showing up published. And so now I'm really frustrated. Now I feel like I have zero control. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And if you see, like so far, these comments they're very innocuous. They're very, very, they're not like dangerous or whatever, but just don't ever like respond to or do anything stupid online with people you don't know. Just general statement. And I just want to just reiterate that, just because I feel like I'm being attacked. It's just a very, very strange feeling, because I've spoken to a lot of people on YouTube or whatever. This hasn't happened to anyone else. Not that at least not to this extent, but I wake up to thousands and thousands of these comments, and it's really, really weird. It's very disorienting. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. The other thing I wanted to mention, and I mentioned this in my vlog that went up this morning, that Rag & Bone extended my coupon code. So if you guys are into those sweatpants that look like jeans. It's their Miramar line, which they've extended. They now have jean jackets. They now have jean shorts, but they're all the sweatpant material. I cannot rave about them enough because they just look like jeans. I fool absolutely everyone whenever I wear them. So anyway, Michelle 20% off the Rag & Bone site. It's actually their entire site of clothing. I think they have some accessories and stuff it's not included, but definitely the Miramar line. So check it out. And true to size, I generally wear a 28. 28 works for me. And that coupon code is good through March. I think they extended it until like March 17th, like something really crazy. So thank you to Rag & Bone, Michelle 20. So please take advantage. And oh, awesome. Yeah. I've gotten a few comments where people were like, yes, they've always wanted to try it and they were thankful for the 20% off code. So awesome. And also, speaking of Italy, I think Milan Fashion Week is going on over there. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that my coupon code for Luna's jewelry, the Lucifer Veronestis one of a kind fine jewelry, Michelle 10, is still going on for her ready to ship items. So take advantage. It's so nice. If you want like instant gratification, definitely take advantage because they're ready to ship. It's it's shipping internationally, so it may take some time in that regard, but usually everything is handmade. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks. So if you need something, if you need one of a kind fine jewelry right now, now's the time. So the code is Michelle 10. Okay. Let's go. Oh, hey, sis. What's going on? Check out another MK on Instagram. That's where I follow her, and she just has like the best like swatches and stuff. So anyway, check her out. All right, let's bring on Jen. I see her smiling backstage here, so I think she's ready to go. Yeah.
I am cracking up over the, do you need handmade Italian jewelry? I'm like, yes.
I mean,
yes, I do.
I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, is there anyone out there who's like, no, I'm good. I'm fine.
I don't need that crap.
No, I don't need that. No, nothing from the best country on the planet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm Italian, so I mean, I have to, come on. But
well, how are you? It's noon over there where you are.
It is noon. It is raining. But it is 50 degrees, which is a big deal for New England.
That is a big deal.
We are in the fake spring, which we have here. I know you know it because you lived in New York. It's that, it's going to be okay. And then
you'll
get 10 feet of snow and it'll be 20.
You start putting away your winter clothes.
Yeah. You're like, oh, things are good. And then no. Yeah, no. No.
Well, it is, as you can hear in my throat, the allergies are kicking here because it is spring here, a little bit early here in Vegas. I feel like usually it hits like mid-March, but it's already started. I am in such an allergy, like foggy headspace. I'm super ditzy, so apologize if I say anything really weird.
You're never ditzy. Yeah. Have you ever tried allergy shots?
No, I am at the point where I'm taking a Claritin every day and I'm snorting Flonase in the mornings. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
The headline. Michelle snorts Flonase. So I did allergy shots for 7 years. 7 years, and it was a huge pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. It was terrible. However, I no longer have the problems that I had my entire life with allergies. So I don't know if it was worth the 7 years, but in my opinion, like I literally like couldn't breathe. I had sinus surgery when I was 15. Like I couldn't breathe. And for like the longest time. And it still was a problem after the surgery. But the allergy shots, I mean, I'll just, I don't know if it works for everybody, but it did the number on me. And now when the spring comes, I'm fine.
Yeah. So you did it for 7 years and you haven't, and that was it. And now you've been.
And then after it depends on like everybody's allergies. So like, depending on how bad your allergies are and everything, but you take you have to go once a week. That's the hard part. You have to go once a week for like a year. and then it's like every 2 weeks, and then it's every month. And
Oh,
then after, depending on how bad your allergies are and what they are, you basically do like 5 years or whatever it is, and then you never take them again. Like that's it. That's the most your immune system will ever be built up to or whatever. And
okay.
then, and like I said, some people, feel like it's not that useful. I did the allergies on the drops under my tongue too, and that did not work. But the allergy shots did work. The thing is, though, like I said, it's a pain because you have to do it every week for like the first year. Like, and that's tough to do,
Yeah.
that becomes difficult. And I was doing it while I was lobbying. So I was traveling all the time. So it actually ended up taking more than a year because I would miss a week and then I'd have to go back to the dosage I had before, and so that's why it took 7 years. But yeah, I haven't had, like, I was on Flonase every day. I was on Zyrtec D every day. I had a like sinus mask that I would wear. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And honestly,
Yeah.
no problems now. None.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe I'll look into that.
Just, I mean, anyone out there who's, dealing, because I suffer from migraines too. And so that, the sinus
Oh,
would trigger the migraine and blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. And
Yeah.
yeah, the allergies, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I got to deal with, but the allergies, they're good. They're good.
Yeah. I even had to take Butters in to get an allergy shot yesterday because she had been keeping me up all night, scratching and licking
Oh,
herself. I was like, poor baby. So I took her in and she's okay. She's actually sleeping now. I think
oh,
she's like catching up on all of her sleep because she wasn't sleeping either. I felt so bad for her.
poor thing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I am getting ready because I'm going out to lunch with my mom. She needs a ride to Chinatown. She's gotten on she's at the point now where she drives like short distances, but she does not feel comfortable driving on the highway, driving to Chinatown, which is pretty far from where she lives.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, she'll text me this like SOS, this like, can you please take me to Chinatown? I need grocery shopping. So I said, happy to take her, but can we like do something I don't want to just grocery shop. So we're going to have lunch there
That's
also.
nice. How old
Yeah.
is your mom?
She actually at the end of March, she's going to be 86.
Wow. Good for
Yeah.
her. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in good shape.
My mom's about the same age. She's 82 and she turned
Okay.
82 at the beginning of February. So a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And she does not drive. No driving.
I mean, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, Mom, like, can we just use Uber, Lyft, like whatever you need, or just, call me if you need a ride. But yeah, I think which is great because I think a lot of older people don't realize this, but she understands her weaknesses and she's like, yeah, I can't do that.
That's great. I mean, I'll be honest. If someone else is willing to drive me somewhere, I'll take it. I don't.
Please. I'm like all for. I know everyone here is like nervous about like those autonomous vehicles. I'm like, send one my way.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Something drive me. That's totally fine. Good.
Something to drive me, and I don't have to talk to them. I'm like,
oh, wouldn't that be awesome? That is always my thing about Uber. For some reason, I think I have that kind of face. People just talk to me. Like they just start talking and I'm like, okay. And I can't be rude. Like I can't do it. So I enter a conversation. So like an hour-long drive and I'm just like, I just wanted to be quiet, but okay.
Yeah. No, you have a friendly face.
Oh, thank you.
Friendly.
I'd be like, oh, sure. I would love to talk to you about whatever for 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh, Sophia doesn't drive either. Yeah.
See?
Chauffeurs. Like, I'm sorry. That is like the best thing ever. I
love it.
Let's just do it.
Hey, I'm on board. I mean, honestly, like the cars can almost drive themselves now anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, my car's really old, so mine doesn't. But I've seen all the new cars, and I'm like, yeah, that car basically parks for you. Like, come on, let's be honest. And in Boston, that's useful because people here are crazy drivers. Crazy.
I know. Same here. It's terrible. So do you have any fun plans for the day?
So my fun plans, it's not fun. So my husband travels a lot and he just got back from a trip. So he's here today and tomorrow. Okay. And so we have to do like chore stuff stuff. Like we have to go to like, I have to return something at Nordstrom. I have to pick up a prescription at CVS. So we are going to go to lunch. So we are, I mean, it's going to be a late lunch. So early
Okay.
dinner, but we're old now. So that's supper, right? I mean, it's like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because we have to go to bed at 9. So, but yes, we are going to go, we're going to do the chore stuff. And then we're going to go out to eat. But again, I live in like, and Sophia knows this, I live in Boston. People don't dress up here. Like it is not a thing. Like
Yeah.
I lived in DC. People don't really dress up there either. It's suits. Everyone wears a suit. That's true. But like, it's not a fashion capital. And then
Yeah.
I've lived in Boston and I've lived in Colorado where nobody dressed up there either. So I'm like, I have all this stuff. And we were talking the other day about Michelle about like, new Prada stuff. And I was like, I love it, but where would I wear it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, at least
Yeah.
you're in Vegas. Like people, do stuff in Vegas.
They do. Vegas is very different from New York. New York, I feel like everyone, while they don't get super fancy, it doesn't get super low either. Like they're in this really nice, like everyone always, not everyone, I'm exaggerating, but most people look pretty put together for like any kind of occasion in New York and like ready to go. In Vegas, I feel like you either look like a showgirl or like you just got out of bed. Like there's not a lot of that in between.
That's true.
Yeah, and so it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. So I have all of this in between clothing. I mean, I'm never gonna dress like a showgirl. That's just never gonna happen.
No, me neither.
I have gotten a little comfortable like going out in like my pajama bottoms. I'm like, these are fine.
Yeah. Oh no, we do that. I mean, it's very, it happens a lot here. I go into like Starbucks or something and I'm like, I have those pajamas. Like I know those. I know what you're wearing. Which is again, it's fine. I actually like it so that I don't feel like the pressure to be quote perfect or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, but I have all these pretty things.
I know. You know what? Just wear it.
I know. That's what I'm starting to do. The other day I wore this like whole decked out, like Art Deco. I had like this necklace and these earrings and I'm walking around. People are just like, what the? I was like,
you're like, that's right. Uh-huh.
That's right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Look right here.
Check me out.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's right. That's
not
right.
talking down. Just can't. I just can't carry it off.
I can't pull it off. I don't have the right attitude. I need to be.
I don't. I have zero swag for showgirl chic.
I have no swag. None.
Zero. I'd be like getting the sequins caught on stuff. Like, yeah.
I would, yes.
Yeah.
My hair is pulling.
All right. Well, I'm just going to start. I've linked all the makeup that I'm going to be using today down below in my description box. It may also be tagged here on YouTube. I'm still unclear as to how that shows up while we're on live, so I don't know if you even see it. But anyway.
I have no clue how that works.
But I'm going to let Jen just, obviously just mention whatever you're using. If you want, mention whatever you're using.
You know what? So I am reorganizing all my makeup by color, which is a fascinating endeavor, by the way. I would not suggest you do it because I have lost my ever-loving mind. So all over my floor is like lipsticks. And then I did my 4 shadows, like those are done.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lost my mind. So I don't know where anything is. So if there's something that you guys really want me to use today, let me know and I will find it.
You've got it all.
I do. I really do. It's sad.
Yeah.
But I am going to use for my eyes because I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So Tula sent me this stuff. I don't know if you've seen it. It's this stick. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Like, for your eyes. And I'm like, does it work? Will it do anything? It's called Glow It and Get It. It's an eye balm. And I just like it because it's blue. That's really where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm going to try it and see what happens.
Oh, so you haven't used it yet?
No. Well, I mean, I've tried it, but like, I've never tried it and then like actually paid attention to see if it did anything, like watched myself.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if it depuffs. I don't see any depuffing yet. You guys let me know.
Let's go.
Yeah, where is the depuffing? Why don't I look 20? What happened? Now, see, you had a corrector. You had a color thing. I saw it.
Yeah, I just put on the Rhodial, the peach lowlighter. It's so good under, I like it under foundation because it's not quite a concealer, it's not quite a corrector. It's just sort of
Hmm.
like extra help, basically.
Oh, I could use extra help. Hey, Sophia just used the stick like 5 minutes ago. And look, okay, so everybody uses the stick, and I'm the only person who doesn't know about the stick. Okay.
Well,
That's
Stephanie's
fine.
saying it's just cooling, which you know what I'll take at this point.
I'll take cooling. Cooling is good because my under eyes are puffy, and I have the worst feeling that really what it is that I need like an under eye bluff. Like that is what is sinking in as I look, because I'm like, I think
What?
that's fat. It's a bleph, but it's an under eye bleph. They actually cut the fat out underneath your eyes.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that that sounds fun in any way. I'm saying that I think that might be the where I'm at kind of like
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, because you always see these products like, oh, it does this and this and this, and then you see somebody like on the red carpet and they're like, oh yeah, she had massive plastic surgery. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty. This is the under eye brightener. I do like this.
Okay. And you put that on under your foundation.
I do, yeah. I put it on first, and it is cooling because it's got that little metal ball thing.
Oh.
And yeah, I really like this one. I think this one is good. I don't generally use a lot of, or I haven't up until now, used a lot of like brighteners or concealers because I've been very lucky and haven't needed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's changing. That's fine.
Everything is changing. Jen and I are about the same age.
But Michelle looks at least 10 years younger.
Oh, absolutely not.
Life has changed. Life has changed. You do. I don't know. I'm every time I see you, I was like, the other day I was looking back at an old video and I'm like, you look exactly the same. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. Well, you're very kind.
it's true.
Definitely don't feel exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't feel it either. I don't feel it either. And I envy the gray streak because my hair is basically white at this point. Like it's white. So I of course get I get it colored every month. And when it grows in, because it's white, I look like I'm balding. Like because it's white. And so it looks like my scalp. And I'm just like, do I just let it go? Like, do I just let it go white at this point? And then my husband's like, no, don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
It's like a sick joke.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's unfair. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, there are hair colorists out there that will, like, if you let it grow a little bit, they'll be able to match it. I mean, if you ever want to.
I thought about it. And do you just use the Sarah Creel stuff?
Yeah. Are you using it?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, why isn't it focusing? It hates me. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, the moisture source. So I've been mixing it predominantly with the Sarah Creel Face Flex.
Yes.
And then I was like, wait a second, let me try it with my other concealer. So I tried it with the Dior, works great with this. And now, for the first time, I'm trying it with the Westman Atelier concealer. So I'm like, it should be able to work. And this is a pretty, thickish kind of concealer. So it'd be really nice if it works well with something like this to thin it down and use as foundation.
Yeah, I had a comment the other day that someone was like, have you done what Michelle did? She used the Sarah Creel. And I was like, not yet. It's like, but now that I know that. And now I have to pin my hair back because I have too much hair.
Oh, I am so jealous of your hair.
You're not. You say that, but let me tell you. You realize very quickly, like, whoa, that's too much hair.
Yeah, my hair is just.
You have great hair.
I've stopped fighting it. It just is what it is.
No, you have great hair. I've always wanted our hair colors, like naturally though, are about the same. Mine is almost black.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born with black hair. It lightened up as I got older, but it is very, very dark. But now it's just white. So I'm just like, and the thing is, if I wasn't so pale, maybe I would let it go white, but it's it's so white and my face is so white.
Yeah.
It kind of looks monochromatic, you know, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the look I'm going for. So
Yeah. I'm thinking about, let me see if I can pull up a picture actually. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair like platinum blonde.
ooh, I
I've
would love to do that.
never I've never dyed my hair ever.
Ever?
Uh, ever.
Okay. I started
And
dyeing my hair when I was 15.
yeah, you know, because I'm Asian, I have dark hair. It was like, okay, it just is what it is. Um, but what do you guys think of this?
Oh, you got to do it. You have to do it.
You think? Her
Yes.
eyebrows are even lighter too.
Well,
I'm like,
you can lighten your eyebrows. I mean, I change the color of my eyebrows like all the time.
oh, really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because my natural eyebrow color is very dark. It's like I said, it's black.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and they do look
So
okay.
now they look more like the color of my hair, but I change them. I mean, sometimes I let them go darker. Sometimes I'll let them go lighter. I think the darker they are, the more harsh the look is, like for me, because I'm so pale. It's a
Yeah.
contrast. But I was blonde at one point in my life, very blonde.
Oh,
It
okay.
was not a good look, by the way, but I was blonde. And I bleached my eyebrows.
Okay.
So you can do that.
All right.
I mean, do it now. Do it now
Yeah.
while it's fun.
Um, yeah, and I think, you know, because my white hair is not, it's very gray, so um it's not like platinum. So I guess I would have to dye the on top of the gray too.
Yeah, what they do, so they're gonna have to bleach the hell out of your hair, to be honest with you. Like it
Yeah.
won't, it'll be a couple steps probably.
Yeah.
It won't happen all in one session, or at least it didn't for me. And like I said, my hair was pretty much your color. So, you're going to have to bleach it. And then what they do is they take the color out and then they'll apply a color corrector. And then they'll do like a blonde and then they'll do like a glaze or a corrector over that. And then the white part, depending on what it does and how it picks up color, they'll probably do some kind of test beforehand to figure out how it picks up color. You might have to do like a lavender, almost like a blue, to get the color to be like white, to get it platinum. Because the problem is, depending on how your hair goes, it'll either lean more red like mine does, or it'll lean more like orange. It depends on what your hair does. So like it'll either look yellow or it will look orange. And so they'll have to decide how to get it to look more platinum, that white. So they have to put like a glaze on top of it. It's a process. It's a definite process.
I think you're talking me out of it. Okay.
It is. It's a thing. Like it does. It takes commitment to get flat.
Okay.
I mean, I've done it, but it's actually one of the reasons why I finally decided to go red when I was 30 is that I had dyed my hair, I bleached my hair, and I had gone blonde when I was in my teens. And every time I bleached my hair and every time I did it, my hair would go red. It would go orange no matter what we did. And so you had to take multiple steps to get it platinum.
Okay.
And my hairdresser, after like 5 years, was like, why don't you just go red? Your hair wants to go red, so let's just do it. And it went red. I did when I was 30, and then it's been red ever since.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I have an idea of how much work it's going to take and the upkeep and all of that. But I'm literally someone who goes from cutting my hair like once a year. That's it. That's all I do. That's all I do with my hair. I wash and condition it every day. I just blow it dry. I barely use any products and that's it. I'm out the door. So,
I think it would be fun. I think it would look really good on you. And it would be, I think it would look really good. Do you know, I can't remember her name. Her name is Palm. I can't remember her name. She's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then she was in the James Bond movie, and she dyed her hair. It's like platinum in that movie.
okay.
And it looks phenomenally good. Like it looks so great. It's a very edgy look, but it looks great. And I think it would look great on you. But you do have to, well, you don't have to, but generally you have to change your makeup because you're coloring.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I do like cooler toned makeup generally, so
There you go.
I feel like that's probably what's going to happen,
Yeah,
that I'll have to
yeah.
just stick with that.
I think it would look great. I mean, and the thing I would tell you though is afterwards, like if you decide you don't want to do it after a while, you'll
Yeah.
probably want to cut your hair
Okay.
because you get your hair is damaged. Like, don't get me wrong, you can keep your hair relatively healthy. There's products you can use, and there's much better than it used to be like 30 years ago, 40 years ago when I did it. But it does damage, and bleach does damage your hair. So like,
Sure.
you probably want to chop it and then try to get it back to whatever color you want to get it to.
Okay.
She's like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure anymore. It would look
I'll go to a salon and talk to them.
Yes, there you go. It would look fabulous.
And just see. Oh, Foxy's Century is asking me, how fast does your hair grow? It grows actually really fast. So that's another thing too. I'd probably have to do it once a month, like a touch up.
Easily, yeah.
Easily, yeah.
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 I get my hair done every 4 weeks.
And you have very healthy hair, so I would imagine your hair grows pretty quickly.
Very.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is why I very rarely have short hair, because I've had short hair, and the problem is with short hair, like I had the back of it like buzzed, but it grows so fast that I can't maintain a short haircut because there's no shape. Like it immediately falls out of the shape. So my stylist, the person who cuts my hair, he finally was just like, I'm not doing it anymore. He's like, he's like, because this is ridiculous. Like because he's a very perfectionist kind of person. And so he'd cut the hair and it'd be perfect. And then I would come back 4 weeks later to get my hair colored in the same salon, and he'd be like, it looks terrible. It would make him very upset. And I'd be like, it grew an inch. I don't know what to tell you, So yeah, if your hair grows fast, you're gonna want to color it. And you're gonna see roots. Like you're gonna see, like my hair grows an inch a month. So by the time I go back in, I have an inch of growth. And the inch of growth is white. So if it's vice versa, you'll have an inch of black hair.
Yeah.
Which is a look.
Yeah.
There's many people who like purposely do that, and it looks awesome. But does it bug you? Because if it bugs you.
Yeah. I'm really rethinking this.
I think I talked her out of it, guys. Sorry. I don't lie well. I'm not. I'll tell you the truth. I'll be like, no, that's what happened. Sorry.
I'll keep thinking on that.
I'll think about it.
I'll think about it. I'm using these Westman Atelier bronzing drops, which I love. Have you tried these yet?
I haven't. I tried them in store. I haven't bought them. Which colors did you do?
The lightest.
The lightest. Okay.
Yeah. What did I do with my brush? Okay.
They looked great when I tried them, but
yeah, it goes on like really easily, and I love the tone.
Ooh, okay.
I love the tone. I don't think it comes across on camera that well, but it has a little bit of a red undertone.
Ooh.
I just love it. It's such a good, kind of like sun-kissed bronze.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we both because I have the Refi bronzer and the blush on today, and it's a very creamy, dewy product. Like I haven't really reached for a lot of powders lately. I think it's because it's so cold and dry here. Like it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dry mode. But I need to try those Westman drops.
Yeah. Really good. Really, really good. I would say, now Jane is asking if the tone of this bronzing drops is close to Biscuit. It's close, but it's not the same. It definitely is a little bit warmer than Biscuit. Like Biscuit, I would not feel comfortable putting where I bronze, like on my
Yeah.
forehead or whatever, it
Yeah.
would look a lot grayer and cooler toned.
Biscuit I use as a contour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is kind of like the perfect bronzer shade.
No, I'll definitely have to pick it up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have I have an entire cart. Of course, I have an entire cart. Of course I do. I mean, at all times, I have an entire cart. You know, I have the new Charlotte Tilbury blue 9-pan shadows in front of me.
Oh, yeah. Have you
But
used it yet?
I haven't used the blue.
Okay.
I've used the other ones, but I haven't used the blue. I have to say, they're pretty good.
You know, I hear that they're pretty good, and I have to get past the packaging. That's all.
The packaging is,
It's
I mean,
so
it's not terrible. Look, I mean, there's packaging that I've like literally opened and been like, oh, that's gonna break. Like that it's not that, but it's not good either.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, I've heard all the pros for it, you know, it's great for makeup artists so they can
Yeah.
see their time, you know, all that stuff.
Yes, yes.
And I'm like, surely Charlotte Tilbury could have come up with a way
I'm sure.
to have done it just a little bit snazzier.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit snazzier.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest, everybody, this was cheaper.
Yeah.
This was cheaper. And I mean,
Yeah. And, you know, do I have makeup? No. You know, by Terry, a few years ago, all of a sudden the prices of their stuff kind of came down a little bit. They were releasing
yep.
products, you know, and their prices were okay. And I remember thinking, like, this is like kind of bad messaging in a way, like what's going on with their product. And they said that they just made their packaging cheaper. That's really where most of the cost is, the packaging. And they made that, you know, less expensive. And you couldn't really notice. It
Right.
was still really nice.
Yeah.
So there is a way to do it.
No, there absolutely is a way to do it. And there's, you know, there's all kinds of supply chain things you can do. There's a lot of stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're a large company, frankly, when you get to that point, I'm not sure how much care and time they put into that. Like, I think companies start to go, oh, well, you know, the name alone will be enough. And it's like, well, is it? Because is it?
Yeah.
Like, I would buy these on sale, and I actually did get this on sale. So if it's on sale, I would buy them.
Okay.
And that's what I said. If they're not on sale, I would buy them. Yeah. But if I was comparing it to the Victoria Beckhams that came out at the same time, the Victoria Beckhams are beautiful and absolutely stunning. But if you don't wear a lot of makeup and you're not like into a deep smoky eye, like, then I'm going to go with I'm going to tell you to go with the Charlotte Tilburys. Like,
yeah.
Even though the Victoria Beckhams are much more beautiful in the way that they're presented. So I guess it just depends on, you know, what you do.
Yeah. 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 It's, you know, I always tell people, you know, because people always ask me like, oh, well, is it worth it? Is it worth the money? And I'm like, well, that's for you to decide, right? You know, whether or not you think it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think, you know, when it comes to luxury makeup and beauty or whatever, it's, yes, obviously the product has to be very good. It has to perform really well, but it's about the whole experience. Like, I want the packaging to be nice. I want to like, ooh, you know, like feel excited every time I pull it out.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, you know, I always feel like a little superficial and shallow when I comment on packaging, but it's really important to me.
I don't think it's superficial and shallow. I think, you know, if you get joy out of something, whatever it is, who is anyone else to say that that's wrong? Like, if you enjoy the actual beauty of something, it's a piece of art. It's something that you know, look at and be like, wow, look how this was beautifully made. And I mean, you know, I know people who don't get art. Like, they don't see the point of like, that's just not their thing, but they love music. And like, they're really into all the notes and the words and the music and whatever. There you go. Like, for me, I'd rather have a painting than a song. Like, I like music, but for me, a painting is more, I don't know, for whatever reason, visual. That's how I refer to things. So I love beautiful packaging. I mean, I think, especially if you're going to pull it out all the time and use it. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a little hair on my face. So
me all the time. I'm like, where did that come from? Was it a brush?
feeling.
I shed. My hair is like everywhere, all over the house.
Me too. My hair, my dog's hair,
Oh yeah,
brush hairs.
every type of hair.
Yeah. I'm on my third round of testing all of my talc-free loose powder. So I'm using the Milk Makeup loose powder.
Well, the new Saint Laurent does not have talc in it.
Okay.
And
Is it fragranced?
That's a good question. I didn't notice, but lately I haven't noticed as much fragrance. Let's look here. Let's see. Niacinamide, lemon peel, mica. Nope, no fragrance.
Okay.
No fragrance.
All right.
Yeah, no fragrance. It is actually really good. The only thing I would say is the whole blue thing. Like I got the blue one.
Okay.
It is brightening. I will absolutely give it that. I think, and someone in my comments wrote this too. I think it's more the novelty of it being blue, like because it's blue. It's green powder's been around for a while, but like, oh, this is blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but it does work. I am using it. In fact, I'm using it today, so I do like it.
Okay.
Nice powder. But I have dry skin, so I don't need a lot of powder anyway. But it is nice. If you're looking for a loose powder and you want something without talc in it, without fragrance, I think it's really nice. And the packaging is really cute, actually. They do a good job with the packaging.
It is. They do. YSL is top notch with the packaging.
They've been killing it. I've been impressed with
They have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm liking the milk makeup. It's funny. I think in general, out of all of the powders that I have been using and testing out, I like this sort of mid-range Sephora, like those powders better than the luxury higher end powders because those at least for me, tend to be more drying.
I get
Which,
that.
which yeah, is strange, I think. It's kind of strange.
Because you would think higher end product maybe would be more catered to an older audience since they tend to have more money. Not always, but
yeah.
And then would be more hydrating. Yeah, it's an interesting point. I'm trying to think if I have any loose powders that are mid-range. I don't actually. Now that you say that, interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like milk is really nice. I don't know if you guys can see, but like I still have like a nice kind of like satiny finish. And I feel this way about the Kosas one they just came out with. The Rare Beauty one is really nice.
I like it. Yeah, in general.
Yeah. The Say loose powder is really nice. So anyway,
okay.
Yeah, really
I'm
good.
gonna have to try that. Yeah, all the loose powders I have are Suku, Guerlain, Givenchy, Dior. Yeah. Chantecaille.
Yeah. Oh, the Chantecaille one is good.
Yeah, the Chantecaille one is good. But yeah, I need to, I did spend quite a bit of money in Sephora the other day, but I didn't get loose powder. I got a whole bunch of other stuff. But
yeah, if it weren't for this talc-free loose powder roundup video that I'm planning on doing, I would not have purchased all these loose powders.
It's a good idea though, because I get a ton of questions about the talc-free thing too. So I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I was just so angry with the Meteorites reformulation and the Givenchy reformulation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we can do a lot better here.
I'm still salty with Guerlain about
the Meteorites.
The Meteorites and the lipstick case.
What's with the lipstick case?
So they changed the Rouge G lipstick cases.
Oh, okay.
So that the old formula doesn't fit in the new ones, and the new ones don't fit in the old ones in the cases. They changed the cases. Yeah.
Those greedy bastards. That is like such. It's like whenever Apple comes out and the plug is different, I'm like, you bastards. Like, oh, it's so annoying.
And and I was like, they were like, oh, we couldn't make the mold or something anymore. I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
That is total BS. Like,
Yeah.
you can make the damn mold. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
we're not stupid.
I'm pretty sure you can handle that,
Yeah,
Guerlain.
like, come on. And they pull these things. They're like, oh, well, there was all these. Yeah, okay. Listen, when you want to do something, you do it just fine. So I don't feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still salty with them. But anyway, other than that, it's fine.
Yeah. Nancy, to answer your question, it's either going to come out this next week, like during the week, first week of March, or the week after, because I just had to cut it. People were like, try this one, try this one. I'm like, I'm trying like 12. I'm like, I need to cut it right there. And there's some really good ones that I've come across. So anyway.
That's a lot. That's good though. Because people will be very, I mean, it's
coming soon.
Very timely. Very, very, I like it.
Yeah, because I generally don't need a lot of powder, but with the warmer weather, I do.
Oh yeah. Well, we go from exceedingly dry to exceedingly humid.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very strange here. Two opposites. And see, now this is why I have to organize things by color, because now I can't find the eyeliner. Like, where did I put it?
So you're doing it by category and then by color?
Yes. So I literally have like drawers that say, I mean, I have my little thing that prints out labeler. Eyeshadows, 3 to 5. So it tells you how many shades are in the palette. And then it says browns, oranges, blues, greens. And so then I'll have another like drawer that'll say like more than 10 shade palettes, greens, blues, pinks.
Okay.
And then I'm doing the same thing by lipsticks. So it'll be like lipsticks, neutrals, lipsticks, balms, lipstick. They have no color. Lipsticks, oranges, reds, pinks, and each one has its own drawer.
Okay. Okay. So how were they organized before?
So I had them by brand. So I had like all the Chanel lipsticks together, and then all the MAC lipsticks together, and then all the Suku lipsticks together. Blah, 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 blah. The thing is, though, I don't remember all the numbers or all the names. So I couldn't remember which shade was what color. Like, I'd be like, is this a red? Is this a brown? What is this? Yeah. I would remember that I liked a certain like Chanel lipstick, but on the bottom, it just has a number now. So like, I don't remember what it is. Like half the time I'm like, what number is that? Like Coco Flash number 100. I don't know. Yeah. So I mean, I have literally hundreds of lipsticks at this point. Like, I don't know. So I finally realized that I needed to do it by color so that I could figure out, like, if I'm looking for a red, or if I'm looking for an orange, or if I'm looking for, at least I would have a drawer to go to. And then I could from there figure out what like formula I wanted. But yeah. And you know what is really disconcerting is when you put it all on the floor, all the lipsticks or all the shadows or all the everything, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I have too much stuff. Like I knew it before, but now, yeah, it's confirmed. I have too much.
I always come to the realization that's a lie. I know how much makeup I have, which is a lot. And it becomes really overwhelming when I do a declutter.
Yeah.
That's when I notice it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like going through it and it seems endless. And I see it all on the floor, all the stuff I'm keeping, all the stuff I'm getting rid of. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah. And I am decluttering things. I mean, the lipsticks are easier because you smell it and you're like, okay, that has to go. Like that is bad. So that's going. The eyeshadows are tougher though, because a lot of them are fine. They're absolutely fine. And I'm like, ooh, long lasting primer. Oh, I don't know if they're cruelty free. What is their name? Hold on, please hold. Gerard Cosmetics.
Ah, are they still around?
Yes. I mean, they're small. I mean, and most people haven't heard of them. But Gerard Cosmetics, this is the primer for your eyes. It's a very tiny little thing. I've had this one for a long time. I mean, it'll go bad before you use it up because you need very, very little. And this absolutely does work. It is a great primer. It sets down. It's really easy to use. Literally, it's the only one that I've ever tried that I actually stuck with and said, yes, this works. I don't have oily eyelids. I'm not going to lie. I have dry eyelids, but you should try it because it's not that expensive. It's a tiny little thing and it really does work.
Yeah.
Just 1%.
The only ones I've tried that I like, and I don't have oily eyelids either. I wouldn't say my eyelids are especially dry. Well, maybe.
Mine are dry.
Yeah, I'm comparing it to the rest of my face, which is like the Sahara, so they are probably dry. But I do like the NARS one, which I know they're not cruelty free. NARS. I feel like they were, and then they weren't, which is a weird pivot. But anyway.
Yeah, that does sound yeah.
Yeah, I do like their primer. It also comes in like a doe foot applicator, so I actually liked how that applied.
That is nice. Yeah.
And then the Viseart one, I thought was really nice.
That one.
Yeah, that one was really nice in helping not just like keep your eyeshadow, stay put and the longevity, but it really helped. I thought like the colors become like more vibrant. And like apply really smoothly. But that comes in a little tube if they still have it. Michelle C is saying not cruelty free. Yeah, but the NARS one is the only one that I've ever found that works on oily lids. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one.
Yeah, the Gerard, I don't know. I'll be honest. Like anyone out there who's had it, if you have oily lids, yeah, mine is dry. Like I literally get, I'm sure people have seen it in videos, like, it's that like little pieces of dry skin on my eyelids. It happens to me all the time. And it's because there's only certain moisturizers I can put on my eyelids because they're sensitive. So I can't use my regular skincare on my eyelids. So they dry out. It's fun. I'm hoping for some oils. Honestly, my skin has become oilier as I've gotten older and I'm welcoming it. I'm like, please have some oil on my face.
Please.
Any oil would be great. I love it. Seriously, that is why I'm like the Sarah Creel and the Guerlain and like I'll put oil on my face at all times. I'm like, yes, please.
Same.
Yes.
Same. Yeah. Okay. Well, I just threw on the Dior Onset Brow Gel in dark brown.
Ooh, nice.
And I was like digging through my eyeshadow collection because I'm like, I just need to do something easy because I'm just having lunch with my mom. And I haven't used this in a while. My Chantecaille Mermaid eye color in Seashell. I love this eyeshadow. It's such a good one and done. How's the Charlotte Tilbury? How did it perform? Oh, it's beautiful. That's such a good color on you.
Thank you. So I didn't use, obviously, I didn't use all the shades in here. I mean, I used like 3 shades. Hi, Louise.
Oh, Louise, thank you.
Louise is a sweetie. So I used this shade in the middle, which is like why is my camera doing that? It's like being weird. So I used the shade in the middle and then I used the white shade right above it.
Okay.
And that is pretty much it. That's the look. But that's the thing about the Charlotte Tilburys. That's why I say if I was choosing between the Victoria Beckham and the Charlotte Tilburys, for most people, I would go with these because I feel like one, there's 9 shades. So you can do more, but also because you can do a light, like this is not a heavy look by any means.
Yeah.
And although it's blue, it's not like an overwhelming blue. Yes, exactly. And that's stunning. That is gorgeous.
It is.
But
it's just
a lot.
It's serious. Yeah.
And I mean, I would wear that. I'd wear that to Starbucks, but I know not everybody does.
Yeah. And I think this is a tough shade for some people to pull off because it is so cool. It's really gray toned.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You with your platinum hair could pull it off.
I'm going to do it.
You should do it. I mean, do it, do it once. Like if it was somebody like who had done their hair a whole bunch of times, I'd be like, but you've never dyed your hair. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I am just, I have to say, I'm a little bit scared of the maintenance for sure. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I get it.
Brush.
Ooh, Makeup by Mario has a cruelty-free one. Eye primer. I haven't tried it,
Okay.
but
It's probably pretty good.
from Julie. Yeah, he does. I mean, honestly, I like his makeup. I do. Most of it
Yeah.
I really like.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how pretty this was.
Yeah, those are great products.
They are. Chantecaille products are always rock solid,
Yeah.
I think.
No, they are. They're always good.
Yeah.
My issue with Chantecaille was just the packaging. They used to have amazing packaging, and now I'm like, it's fine. I mean, we're just having that conversation about like packaging. Like it's not the product. Yeah. It's the packaging.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. It would be great for some and not great for others. Like
yes.
Real bronzer, like that red compact. Do you remember? It was so plasticky.
Yes, it was very
thin.
Yes.
I didn't really mind it, but yeah, it definitely didn't feel like Chantecaille.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I mean, I love the new Chantecaille spring collection. They sent me the nymph one, the warm toned. I can't remember now. I think it was a warm toned one, and two of the lip chic things. And honestly, I loved that eyeshadow trio so much that I am going to buy the other one. Like I'm going to wait for sale, but I'm going to buy it because it looks amazing on.
I love it.
Stunning. Yeah.
Yeah, they sent me the cool one.
Okay, so there you go. I got the warm one, you got the cool one. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean,
I think, before they actually came out, people were, wondering why they were so expensive. I mean, Chantecaille is expensive.
Yeah.
But why they were so expensive for just 3 shadows. I don't think people realized that they were like the baked gel powder formula, which is usually a little bit more expensive, but
yeah,
I think it's still worth it.
It's harder to make. I mean, like one of the things that, I used to do 2 months ago when I was lobbying, I worked on supply chain issues and it was for healthcare, not beauty. It's a different thing, but the supply chain is still the same thing. Like it's complicated. This stuff becomes very complicated very quickly. And where you source product and like the ingredients in a product makes a huge difference on price. I mean, I wish it didn't, but it just does.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think a lot of the issue with the baked gel products is the packaging, because with pressed powders, you can take that pan and stick it in anything.
Right.
And the pan that they bake the product in is very different.
Yep.
When it's that, and it's much more delicate and fragile.
Yes. But it looks amazing.
Yeah, it just performs great. Yeah.
I feel like there used to be a lot more of the baked gelée kind of thing. And maybe I just haven't bought it as much. I don't know, but I feel like there used to be more of it.
No, I agree. I agree. It's the cost.
Yeah, that's probably true. That is probably what it is. That's everything, right? It's always down to the cost of things. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm using the Soshi mascara. It's the peptide lengthening mascara, and I really love it. This is a brand that I had just recently discovered because they were actually kind enough to send me this, and I was like, I'll try it. I like a lengthening mascara. I love it.
Whose is it again?
Soshi, Soshe. I think that's how you pronounce it. It could be Sosh. I don't know.
Oh, I have to try. I mean, I'm more of a volumizing person, but I've never heard of that brand. That's really interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they're at Credo.
Okay.
And they have their own site, obviously, but yeah, they're at Credo.
Oh,
and yeah, because I have such puny lashes, they can't handle volumizing mascaras. They just like buckle.
Yeah,
under
actually, I get that. Like I have very long lashes, but mine are very straight. So I curl my lashes,
Mhm.
and I do love a volumizing mascara, but because they're straight, a lot of times the volumizing lash will weigh them down so that I curl them and then they're not curled anymore.
Yeah.
So my good friend Judy just sent me, we exchanged like holiday boxes. They're very where I haven't even sent mine yet. That gives you an idea. It's in March. But she I just got hers and she sent me the it's a mascara heated tong, like to curl your lash.
I've seen those, yeah.
Excited to try it and see if it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Just don't let it linger on your lashes for too long. I'm sure
Like
there's gonna
burn them
be,
off.
yeah, instruction, but yeah, I've heard that.
I could see me doing that. I burned my hair off once with a curling iron years
Oh,
ago.
I'm sure I've done that. I'm sure I have. Um, I love the look of that eyeshadow on you so much that I'm now tempted to get that palette.
You know, it's not funny that you said that, but one of my other really good friends always tells me, she's like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. And then she'll watch one of my videos and she's like, damn it.
I'm gonna buy
Like,
it.
it looks really good. And I was like, don't buy it just because I like it. She's like, no, I bought it. It's too late. I already did. Like, sorry. You know, it actually, I mean, really, it is really good. The formula is really good. I I was also annoyed about the packaging, and I really was not intend. I really didn't intend to buy any of them. And then I got the green one because I like green. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll get the green one. And I tried the green one. I was like, this is one of the best formulas like I've ever tried. So I was
Okay.
like, shoot. Now again, I did get them on sale. So I mean, I feel slightly better about it because you know
Okay.
if you're plus tax, so like if you're paying $50, I don't know. In my brain, I was like, okay, $50 for kind of cheap packaging, amazing formula.
Yeah.
60 plus dollars annoyed me. Like,
Yeah.
well, there's not that much difference. I get it, but somewhere in my head,
I think everyone has got that line for
yeah,
stuff.
and that was
Yeah.
my line. Like at 50 somehow, I was like, okay, all right, you know. And then it's kind of like the Hermes. Like I love Hermes. I love their products and most of their products.
Mhm.
But there are certain products that they have that I'm like $110. I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is beautiful and I really like it. But I am not like $110 is not nothing to me. If it was nothing to me, okay, maybe I don't
Yeah.
have that perspective, but okay. But there's
Yeah.
so many other things that I could do with $110. I'm like,
Oh,
uh,
absolutely.
is it that much better? Like, oh, you know. So that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like everyone has their line, right? You know.
Everyone's got their line. Yeah, absolutely. Um, what was I gonna say? I completely forget.
But
Oh, volumizing mascaras. So I tried this Benefit Bad Gal Bounce mascara. If you like volumizing mascaras, I think you'll like this.
oh, okay.
It's too heavy for me, but this is the wand, which gives you an idea.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah. So give this a shot. I really like Benefit mascaras generally, like their Roller Lash.
Cool. Okay.
I love that's another one. It's more lengthening and separating and all of that. But this one I think you'll like.
Have you tried the Refi mascara? You might like that one.
I haven't. I'll put
Okay.
it. I'll
So
add
this
it.
add it to your cart. Look at the brush. This is why I
Oh,
think you might like it.
wow. Okay.
It's tiny little hairs, tiny, tiny,
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
and it's curved.
Okay.
And this thing, yeah, it lengthens, like, and lifts too.
Okay.
Because of the shape and the formula that's in here, it really does work.
Oh,
I was about to say the flaking. If you put it on your lower lashes, though, it flakes. If I put it on my upper lashes, it's fine.
oh.
So and
Becky, I was going to ask you, is that what you were talking about? If it was that one or this one that you heard flakes? This did not. I did wear this one day. It didn't flake on me.
I
Um,
find with the refi, it doesn't flake, but it transfers. Like, because my lower lashes are so long, they hit the skin.
well, poor
So,
you. Okay.
so the refi transfers. on the
Okay.
lower lashes, but the upper lashes is fine. It's not a problem. But if I put on my lower lashes, it transfers.
Okay. I think I have like a lower lash on each of my eyes. That's what we're dealing with.
Yes,
Okay.
you have no wrinkles. So you know what?
Oh, the best.
We'll switch. You can have my lashes, and I'll have no wrinkles, and I'm really good with it.
Oh, please. Okay, so Becky was actually talking about
Oh, the benefit one. Interesting.
the benefit one.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
I I will say, and you know, because a lot of times I don't have the same experiences with there's like a few products. Mascara is one of them where people are like, oh, that smudged on me, that transferred, that flaked on me, or whatever. I only use one coat of mascara. I
ah,
don't go in multiple times, and I feel like that saves me a lot
yeah.
sometimes.
No,
So,
that's true.
yeah.
I
I
only use one coat too. I only do one coat. I don't. I mean, I'll do more to show people. Like when I'm like demonstrating a mascara, I'll do that so people can see whether it works to do that. But yeah, for me, I just use one coat. I never use more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M Cosmetics Shapeshift Tubing Mascara. Huh. Okay. This is so interesting. This is why I love these because I haven't heard of like practically any of these mascaras. I mean, I've heard of the brands, but I haven't tried. I haven't tried the Benefit one. I haven't tried M Cosmetics. I haven't tried. I mean, I haven't tried like practically any of these. Like now I have to try all of these. And Social I've never even heard of, so that's fantastic. Huh.
Yeah, I feel like I tried the M Cosmetics one. I can't even remember now.
I haven't. I don't think I've tried it.
I'll have to try it again because that does sound really good.
It does. MAC tubing mascaras I totally get. I get the point of a tubing mascara. Like that totally makes sense to me. Like especially
Yeah.
if there's a transfer issue. Like
Yeah.
I get that. That totally works. Yeah, I love a good tubing mascara. My favorite mascara used to be L'Oreal's 1,000 calorie or something calorie mascara, and it had a curved brush, and I loved it. Like I absolutely loved it, and I still love that mascara. Actually, it's one of the best for like the price. It's like $7 or something. It's an amazing mascara if you like a volumizing mascara. But the thing that I like that's really hard to find is a black mascara. Like it has to be
Oh, okay.
blackest black.
Okay.
And I've heard Rabanne has one, so I'm trying to get that one to see how that one works.
I'm sorry, who?
Rabanne, Paco Rabanne.
Oh, okay.
I've never tried anything from the Rabanne line. Like I've never tried anything. But the mascara looks interesting to me because it's supposedly volumizing and supposedly like the blackest black. So, yeah, like I'm one of those girls. I'm not a brown mascara girl or color mascara girl. I like black.
You like black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the browns and the lighter colors and all of that stuff because sometimes, yeah, I just feel like the black is so overwhelming. Um, because I don't wear that much eye makeup and then I have small eyes and you know, and then it's just like if I put on a really dark heavy mascara, it's like
Oh no, I get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, can't recommend the Rabanne mascara. Uh-oh. 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 Erica, why? Tell me why, Erica. See now I have the exact opposite with my eyes because my skin is so pale. And the only thing the only thing I have going for me are the long lashes. So if I put on mascara, like it opens up, like people are like, "Oh, you look better. Like you look healthier." I'm like, "Gee, thank you so much."
Yeah.
But it's because the rest of me is like monochromatic. So like it's it's like, oh, eyes.
Yeah.
Because my lips aren't pigmented either. Like I don't have pigmented lips.
Yeah.
So it's just like she's very pale. Like I remember in law school, I never wore makeup to class in law school. I was just trying to survive. And like every once in a while, something would happen where I would wear makeup and people would be like, "You look so healthy. You look so nice." I'm just like,
Thanks.
I wasn't sick the rest of the time. I just wasn't wearing makeup. But thank you for the confidence builder. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Erica's saying the Rabanne mascara smudges and is clumpy.
Well, that's disappointing.
That's disappointing.
It is. I don't like it. Thank you, Becky. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, yes.
That's very nice.
You're,
I tried to tan when I was younger and did not work. And now I know that I'm not supposed to, so I don't. But
yeah.
yes, I always wanted to have more melanin, but no.
Yeah. I used to do it every summer. I'd go out there and burn myself.
Mhm.
Because what was that stupid myth? Like you had to get that base tan. And then
Base tan.
that, yep, every summer I'd
Yep.
go out there, burn my skin, peel, and then be like, okay, I'm good to tan
Yay!
the rest
I
of
did
the
the same. I did the same. I have a little right here. It's a precancerous like thing that I've had to freeze off a couple of times now because this is
yeah,
what always got burnt as a
yeah,
kid, you know,
yeah,
and that's what we all did. And I'm like,
yeah,
brilliant. So
yeah,
smart of me. Now I have a hat and like a SPF 900 and
yeah.
long sleeve shirts. How times have changed.
Oh yeah. I just try not to go outside.
Yeah, I do that too. That's also yeah. That's that also works very well. Yes.
Um, okay, so for lips, I'm actually just going to be putting on my Dr. Whitney Bow lip treatment. I don't know if you guys can notice. I have this weird thing on my lip.
Huh.
I think it's a mixture of a few things. I think I got a little bit of a bug bite that I was scratching.
Ooh.
And then I think because of allergies, like this whole area of my face gets very
Yeah.
sensitive
Yeah.
and irritated. So it's just this weird thing. So it's not quite eczema because I'm way familiar with that feeling.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just this like irritated spot. So anyway, I'm not going to put any lipstick or lip liner on. I'm just
Huh.
going to put my lip treatment on.
Is it raised at all or is it just no?
No, it just feels kind of itchy.
Interesting. Well, I
Yeah.
have that on my eyes. That happens on my eyes all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and my allergist has just been like, it's allergies, like it's a reaction to something. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I could figure that out for myself. Yeah, I don't have problems with my lips, but I do have problems with my eyes. So I know what you're talking about. And there's just some days like I just don't put on an eye makeup because it's
Yeah.
irritating.
It's going to make it worse. Yeah.
So what is the lip name again? What's the
Oh, so it's a tongue twister. It's the triliptide peptide.
huh?
Focusing?
Yeah, my camera's doing the same thing. Oh, interesting. Okay.
So full disclosure, I was sponsored by them to make an Instagram reel or story, both, I think a reel and some stories. Anyway, so I tested it out, of course. I was like, well, I have to make sure I like
And
it.
actually use it.
Like, gotta make sure. And it's great. So they recommend using this just 3 times a day, which I'm like,
Huh.
that's not a heavy lift because it's lip balm. That's
No.
about how
Yeah, I
often
can do
I
that 3 times in an hour.
yeah. And
Huh.
in my Instagram reel, if you want to go onto my Instagram, if you go back a few, in my Instagram reel, I have a before and after. So I took those pictures just right when I woke up in the morning.
Okay.
So I had nothing on my lips, whatever. And the before, my lips look how they always looked, like just kind of dry and
That's
crackly
fine.
or whatever,
Yeah.
before I put any skincare on or whatever. And then after I started using this, they looked like I had just put on
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that.
like lip treatment. It's so good. No fragrance, no nothing. It is just a lip treatment. It's
Oh, I
just
love it.
like a lip balm that's really, really healing. So, and
Okay.
she's a dermatologist.
Oh, that's perfect. No, I have tried every lip balm on the planet, and there's some that I really like that I think are very good. The Remedy one is very good for overnight, but it's basically like Vaseline. That's really what it is. I mean, it's not Vaseline,
Okay.
but it's like Vaseline. Like
Yeah.
you will not like the taste of it. It does not taste good. So if it gets in your
Okay.
mouth, it's like, ugh.
Okay.
But it's great. I breathe through my mouth, so when I wake up in the morning, my lips are very dry. So
Yeah.
that one does work for overnight, which I do like. The Edam one that somebody just mentioned, the Edam is really good. That one I really like. And then I got a couple of different ones that I really like from this one's Auric. Actually, this one's really good. It's like a
Okay.
peptide thing, similar peptide thing.
Okay.
Refi has one, but I still am looking for the one that like the one, you know?
Yeah.
And so I will go buy that immediately because
Yeah.
my lips are always dry and cracked, always.
Yeah. I like this because there's no taste.
Yeah, that's good.
And the formula is, it's not like a lip mask. It's not that thick,
Okay.
which I like.
I do
Some,
too.
I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, when I have something on my lips and it's just sitting there, I'm like, like I can't do anything.
Yes, that's the remedy is like that. The remedy is like that. It feel you've
Okay.
got this stuff and it's like,
Yeah.
I can't, which is why I use it before I go to bed because I'm sleeping, so I
Okay.
won't notice. But
Yeah.
I would not recommend it for like the daytime because it's irritating. Like to me, it's annoying that it's on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on my second tube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I just love it. I love it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try that. Yeah. Yeah, the Edam is excellent, Jennifer. The Edam is really good. I do really like it. I mean, it's really, really nice. Um, that one's great. U Beauty, I haven't tried their lip treatment, but their U Beauty neck product actually works. And it has a nice smell.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
actually it's the first one that I've used that I was like, "Oh, okay. My
I
neck
mean,
looks tighter."
well, and it looks super smooth.
It is. And
Yeah.
it actually works. Now, I don't know what's in it. So I'm like, is it gonna give me like is it am I gonna wake up in 10 years and be like, oh no? But honestly, it does. It tightens. It's really interesting. So if you like U Beauty, check out their neck treatment.
Okay.
And they're not sponsoring me or
Yeah.
anything. Just full disclosure.
This I have linked in my description box. I think I also have it tagged in YouTube. So,
I'll go find it.
um,
I'll go get it. That's really good. And I have to get the rag and bone jeans because I have the pair you have, which I love.
with the elastic waist.
The elastic weight, that the Sophie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Those are amazing. And I also have the shirt, which I love. It has like 3
Okay.
buttons at the top. That one is like super
Okay.
comfy.
Okay.
But there's a new pair. They're wide leg ankle. And see, I'm so short that like an ankle jean often will work for me, or crop jean will often work for me. So I have to go check them out.
I got ankle
Oh, did
for,
you?
um, I cannot remember the style name for these two. I'm actually wearing a pair right now.
Okay.
So, they are not elastic waisted. So the new
Okay.
jeans they've come out with actually have a button and a zip.
Okay.
They're not, I mean, they're just as comfortable. They're just not, you
They
just
just
can't
have okay.
slide them. And the ankle is good for my height. So
Okay.
I think they're still gonna be a
They're gonna be
little
long.
long. Yeah.
I mean, I am so short that everything is gonna be long, but at least the proportions of the leg will be better. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
where the knee is gonna be
Yeah.
right where the knee is supposed to be. Yeah.
That's the problem. Like I have a tailor, obviously, because I'm 5 feet. If you're 5 feet, you need a good tailor, guys. Just putting that out there. As an adult, get a tailor if you're 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
No, because nothing will fit you. Nothing is made for you. It just isn't.
Yeah.
But the problem with something being way too long, like a foot too long, is that the knee is in the wrong place. So if
Yeah.
you're getting a jean that has like even a
Any
little
shape.
bit of flare or shape, yeah, any kind of shape, it doesn't, it looks
It's not right.
totally wrong. It looks
Yeah.
totally wrong. So yeah, I want the Kendrick Lamar jeans.
Oh my God. The Celine jeans. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, but on my Instagram feed, all I saw were like Kendrick Lamar's jeans, his jeans, they're back. What I was like, what?
I want his jeans. I would look terrible in them, I'm sure, but I loved the way
They look kind of boot cut.
they're flare. Yeah, they're flare jeans. They
Okay.
they're the Celine flare jeans. They're
Okay.
and I had looked at those in Celine before, but the problem is, as you can probably guess, they're not made for somebody my height. So the flare,
Yeah.
the knee is not it's not gonna
Right.
work.
Yeah,
So
it's like hitting at your calf. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I'd be like, it's gonna be flared on the floor and it's gonna be tight in my thigh. I'm like, never mind. But yeah, they're very cute. They're nice. I like them.
Yeah.
The rag and bone ankle. I'm 5'7". There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'5", and one pair is fine. The wider leg ones are fine. And then I got ones that are straight leg, and they're fine when I put shoes on,
Yeah.
but they're a little bit long
Yeah.
barefoot. Yeah.
Hey, look, I get it. I mean, if you're a designer, if you're making clothes, it doesn't make sense to make to make your jeans for people who are 5 feet tall. I mean, that's most people are more in that mid range, you know. They are Celine women's jeans. Yep. Yep. Size 29 or 28 or something like that. I
Oh,
remember hearing about it. Yeah, they're women's jeans. They
well,
looked great though.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, well, go Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, hey, and he's not particularly tall. I don't know what his height is, but he's not a tall person. So
Yeah,
they
maybe
actually they were kind of on the ground a little bit, which was part of the the style.
yeah,
But
yeah.
so
Oh my gosh. Did you put on lips? Did I miss
I
that?
do have on lipstick. I have on the Chanel Camellia Futura collection. This is the Rosa.
Oh, okay.
This lipstick is now my new, well, it's not, it's a Cocoa Flash, but it is my favorite thing that Chanel has come out with for a very long time. And when I first looked at these, I was like, this is stupid. This is like this pink, like really shiny. It looks
Ooh,
like
pretty.
nothing, but it looks like
Yeah.
nothing. Like when you put
Okay.
it on, you're like,
Okay.
it's nothing. But when you put it on your lips, it's iridescent.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And there's a peach, and then this is the pink.
Oh,
And
pretty.
it's so good. And it also makes your lips look bigger.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't like that?
It's really good. But the thing is, it's limited edition along with the peach. So I did buy two of them, I will admit, which I don't usually do with like a cream product because they go
Yeah.
bad. But and I have 200 lipsticks. But I would honestly say, and I don't usually say this for anybody who hasn't watched me before, this is like not my stick. I'm not like, hey, go buy it. It's this one is actually one of those products that I think will sell out, and I
Yeah.
don't think Chanel will restock it. Like I think this is limited edition, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. Whenever Chanel's limited edition stuff is gone, it's gone.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I've said that too, but I mean, I get it. People always hear on social media, "Oh, you should go buy it." And, I mean, I get that, and
Yeah.
I know how people feel about it. But Chanel, even when I worked for them, literally 30 years ago, stuff would just be gone. Like
Yeah.
you never saw it again. And you'd ask Chanel corporate, you're like, "Hey, everybody wants such and such. Are you bringing it back?" And they're like, "No, that was limited edition." You're like, "Yes, but everybody wants." And they're like,
Yeah.
"No,
Yeah.
no,
They don't care.
no, they don't care."
Yeah. They do not care.
No.
Yeah. I tried to get my hands on that Camellia Futura collection, and I reached out to my sales associate, Gio, and he never responded. And I kind of just forgot about it. And he was actually like away,
Oh,
he had, he was just out of the office, whatever. So he came back and he was like, I'm so sorry, they're all sold out. I was
they're
like,
gone. Well, I will tell you, they will be available online at Nordstrom in what day is it?
oh
In
yeah.
17 days.
Why do they do that?
You didn't hear it from me, although this was being recorded, so you'll hear it here, but don't put
Okay.
it in writing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Chanel's releases are so odd. Like,
Well, have you heard about the whole LeBlanc thing and the whole change? Okay. So
no.
I put this in one of my videos, and again, I'm not putting it in writing because I'll get in
Okay.
trouble. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get my channel's gonna be taken down. Okay, so LeBlanc, way back in the day when I worked for them, was a very limited edition, mostly actually exclusive to like Asia. And then in the United States, they started bringing in some pieces, and it was very limited. Then they created the LeBlanc color collection, which we know of, like the last couple of years we've seen, that comes out in like March,
Mhm.
and it's called LeBlanc, and it usually has like the pearls, and it's got that color collection, but it's very light, and blah blah blah. They are no longer doing LeBlanc as a color collection. That's gone. LeBlanc is just going to be skincare, and they will have a color collection that comes out in March, but it'll be whatever it is. Like this is the Camellia Futura collection. They're
Okay.
not going to call it LeBlanc. It's going to be whatever it is. And then the beiges will come at the end of March or April.
Okay. Okay.
But it will be at all distributions. So the Camellia Futura collection will be everywhere, whereas
Yeah.
LeBlanc was boutique.
Yeah. I wonder why they're doing that. So it's not even going to be available in Asia. So they're just not doing it.
They're not doing a LeBlanc color
Cool.
collection.
Just
It'll be
skincare.
LeBlanc skincare, which could also mean like luminizers, like
Yeah.
rosy light drops is LeBlanc. So you could have something like that, but as Chanel calls it, it will not be a color collection.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, so how long is that gonna like? Is that gonna change in like a year, or is that? I mean, so who knows, right? I mean,
Who knows? And I do think the Asian market has driven so much
yeah,
of
yes,
business decisions
yes,
lately. And I think, with China like just not spending anymore, I think they're really trying to focus in on what they will spend money on, which
I agree.
Asian women, it's skincare. They don't
Oh,
really
absolutely.
give that much of a shit about makeup. It is
Yeah,
skincare. So that's
absolutely.
probably why they're doing that,
Yeah.
is my guess.
It does make sense. Their oil, which I have, the LeBlanc, oh, I forget what it's the LeBlanc Huile. It's French,
Yeah.
Huile. The
Uh,
face oil that is sold out everywhere.
okay.
Everywhere. You
Okay.
cannot. It's impossible to get. So if you can get your hands on it, to all you people out there, if
Yeah.
you're looking for that oil, like glossy face thing, it's really good, but it's sold out everywhere.
Ugh,
And I
okay.
think Bieber used it, or somebody used it. I don't know. Somebody
Maybe
from TikTok used it, and now it's sold out everywhere. But it's really good, and it's part of that like skincare, glowy skin. The products work extremely well.
not.
It's
Okay.
just that it's meant for a subset of people generally,
Yeah.
and that in and of itself is probably it can be problematic, right? And there you go. Pronounce it like wheel. Thank you very much. See, now I learned something.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, that oil is part of that idea, like keeping your skin glowy and dewy. And there's going to be some new things that they're going to have, and then LeBeages will have some new things too. So it'll be interesting, like you just said, to see what they focus on with the
Yeah.
new market dynamics.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm getting really getting for a long time now, I've been getting really sick and tired of this like limited edition and trying to chase down all of these beauty products, especially like this last thing with Hermes and that blush.
That
I'm
was
like I'm like so tired of it. And then Chanel with their limited edition and like the spotty releases or whatever. I'm like, there's so much makeup out there. Like, why am I chasing all of
it's true. And it's not that different. I mean, there's some products where I'm like, okay, that is really impressive. And I'm like, I will tell people, I'll be like, hey, this is really like this Rosa lipstick. Again, there's other iridescent lipsticks. I'm not saying there isn't, but this one is actually really good.
Mhm.
And the iridescence in this is special. I don't know what they put in it, but it's unique enough.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm just like, I can find this somewhere else. There's another product that can dupe this. There's another, and the whole like the Louis Vuitton Murakami collection, for example, about oh, you can't get it, and now there's the second drop, and there's going to be a
Yeah.
third drop, and like, look, I get it that it works. I understand the business's thought process in doing this. I get it, but I'm
Yeah.
also offended by it, and it's just like, come on, like
It's
there
just
has
annoying. Yeah.
just be like, hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're right. It's like chasing down these things just because they're limited edition and you don't know when it's going to pop up again.
Yeah. And it's like the idea of limited edition and the idea of like, scarcity or whatever. I get that. But I wish that they would just, this is it. This is
Right.
when it's going to be released. First
Yeah.
come, first serve, have
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
But it's this drip and drab. It's here at this retailer. Oh, maybe it's
Yeah.
going to pop up here. And then, oh, we're restocking. Sign up to get notified. I'm like,
Yeah.
so what's happening? Do you have any more or not? Like,
Do you
that's what
have
makes
it?
me,
Did you
yeah,
originally have it?
really,
Like, come on.
yeah,
Right, right.
that makes me nuts.
No, it's ridiculous. And it used to be limited edition actually meant something too. Oh,
Right.
here we go. Yeah. Like 2 or 3 a year. Like if there was something was truly limited edition, you're like, okay, like got it. But
Yeah.
like you said, then it shows up somewhere else and then
Yeah.
it's over here. I mean, the only product that I can say absolutely without fault at this point, probably the Byredo big pan palettes. Those come out, they are limited edition,
Mhm.
and then they're gone. That's
Yeah.
it. There's no more of them. They come out, and
Mhm.
and there are a couple retailers, and then they're not anybody else. And if
Yeah.
you really want one, you go to Byredo and you buy it. Like
Yeah.
that's that simple. And even they are somewhat problematic because you don't know when they're coming. But at least I can be like, okay, I should go buy this because it's going to be limited. There's not going to be a lot of them, and then it'll be gone.
Yeah.
But everything else, you're not quite sure. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No,
It makes you crazy.
I don't think anyone likes it. I mean,
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
I think some people like the chase, you know?
maybe.
You know, I think some maybe not a lot of people, but I do think some people enjoy the like like
I,
like trying to get
I'm
their
too
hands.
old. I'm too old, and frankly, I don't have enough time, patience, or whatever it is. Like,
Same.
I just
Same. I feel like it did work even just what, 7, 8 years ago because there wasn't that much on the market. Now I'm like, I have too much anyway. It's fine, keep it. You know, like it's too much. It's too much.
there's nothing. I mean, even these Charlotte Tilbury 9 pans, which I actually really like, they're excellent. I love them. Could I have lived without them? Yes,
Yeah.
I'd be fine. And they're limited edition.
Yeah. Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh my
They're
God.
not. Now, here's the thing. They say they're limited edition.
Yeah.
I don't know here's the problem. I don't know what that means. Like,
Yeah.
does it mean you're going to have it for all of 2025? What is that's the problem because we don't have a real clear understanding of what that means anymore.
Yeah, and with a brand like Charlotte Tilbury, who you know, they definitely bring stuff back. It's not like set in stone like Chanel or Hermes or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then I start to feel like you're using us as like a beta test.
Yeah.
Like if it sells well, then we'll bring it, then it'll be part of our permanent collection. And I'm like, no, you need to test this product.
Yeah.
Only put out good shit and that's it. You know, like yeah, that's what I resent too, is that I feel like we're like test subjects.
We are test subjects. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true. It absolutely is because, when stuff sells out, everyone's just like, oh, okay, this is what everybody wants. And then the next thing you know, like everybody has duped that thing, whatever it is.
Yeah. Are you getting the other color?
So I have 4 of the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow.
And how many are there? 6?
6.
Okay.
I have 4. But here's the thing, and Sophia just said, I didn't realize that the Charlotte Tilbury palettes were limited edition. I don't think a lot of people realize they're limited edition. It does say that. If you look on the website, go to the Charlotte Tilbury website, it does say limited edition. And I know it's limited edition from some other people who have told me behind the scenes that it's limited edition. But again, that could mean that for now it's limited edition, and then they're going to reintroduce it in a year as part of the permanent line. She has, like you said, she has done that before.
Oh, yeah.
Chanel, to my knowledge, has never done that. I will give them that. They've never done that. They have introduced things that said they were limited edition, and they were around a lot longer than I thought they would be. That has happened. But I have never seen them actually then reintroduce and be like, okay, now it's part of our permanent line. I haven't seen that. So I'll give Chanel something. But yeah, I will tell people, like when I do my reviews, I'll be like, it says it's limited edition.
Yeah, and it's like if it sells well, they'll bring it back, and like they've now created some solution to some made up problem that they created, calling it limited edition. Or if it's bad, they'll just say it's sold out.
Correct.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this means. Oh, is this in response to the sun tanning? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I did. Did I ever do baby oil? I don't think I ever did baby oil because I realized I was too pale for that. But I did have friends who did baby oil.
Well, I did a sun tanning oil. It had SPF 4. 4. I can't remember the brand, but it was just oil basically, and it was SPF 4.
So you
And
cooked
I
yourself.
remember, I mean, my mother would come out and I would just like lay out on the front lawn or whatever. And my mother would come running out and like try and cover me up and like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, Mom. Of course, now she was
Your
right.
mother was right. It's your mother's always right, guys. You
Yeah,
learn
as
that when you're
usual.
old. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, Jen, what was that Chanel lip color? I think
I am
DM.
actually putting it in the chat,
Oh,
but it is a Cocoa Flash, and it's Chanel Rosa is the shade. And if I have a
okay.
number, what is the number? It is 272 is the number. And it is part of the Camellia Futura collection, and it is selling out everywhere, and including all the other products. Like the blush is selling out. Like you said, Michelle, you called them and it's like it's gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's going quickly.
I mean, if it does come online, I will definitely try and get it because I love that formula. I mean, Rouge Cocoa Flash is probably one of my favorites, and that color looks beautiful.
It is. It will be online, and if you want to order it from Nordstrom, let me know, and I'll send you to Rhiannon. She can get it for you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you need the hookup now.
Well, you know what it is? It's because part of it is because I used to work for Chanel. Like, so I made friends way back in the day who then
Okay.
moved to like corporate. And then I made friends with the other SAs. And then those friends introduced me to their friends. And
Yeah.
so like that's what happens. Like now I have a friend at Gourlon who is in basically corporate at Gourlon. And I've told him like how annoyed I am. And he knows, not
Yeah.
that he can necessarily do anything about it, but you know, he's well aware. Um, but that's the thing, like you start and you do the same thing. Like I know there's a lot of people that you start to get to know just because you're having conversations about these things. And then the next thing you know someone else who does, whatever.
Yeah.
And the problem is that like a lot of times some of the SAs don't know. Like they don't know. It's
Yeah.
not their fault. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, they're given very little information. Like when I do contact Gio, he's like, oh, we didn't even get those in yet. He's like, let me check. And then he'll be like, oh, it's here, but we can't sell it yet. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm seeing people get it. I'm like, just so you know, like people are getting their hands on it. And then it'll be like, okay, I can sell it to you, but my manager said not to share it with it, like stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yep.
okay. Whatever.
And each boutique has different rules.
Yeah.
Which is like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why they're getting rid of the cocoa blooms. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I'm not the biggest fan of that formula. I got them when they were released, and I just compared to the flashes, I was like, I don't like these.
Well, you are I think among the majority because they are getting rid of them. And they're getting rid of the blooms and then they're discontinuing a bunch of the tenue shades.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Sophia, can you please share with us why you like the blooms so much? Or Jen, do you like them?
I do, but I like the flashes better.
Okay.
She likes the more pigmented.
Yeah.
Sophia has beautiful lips and hers are more pigmented. Her lips are more pigmented.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, mine are not, as you can tell, they're not that pigmented. They're pretty pale. Yeah. They're pretty pale.
So are mine.
Yeah. I could see why that would be beneficial then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she just said. Yeah. I get it. Buy them now. Go buy them now. Yeah, and I didn't get any indication that they were coming out, like that they were going to introduce a product that, would replace it. I mean, the new Cocoa Shine lipsticks, their regular lipstick line, they are pigmented and they are shiny. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the way to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not the same. They're not the same, but
yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's a shame. Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger. It's not my fault.
Oh my gosh. I did too. I just ordered, are you talking about the Hermes Shiny? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
The slender slant tipped ones. Yeah. I just ordered one in like the regular and then one in like a sparkly.
Yep.
In the sparkly finish.
Which one did you get in the limited edition one?
They're both very beige.
Yep, that's what I got.
Silky, yeah, silky. Because I wanted to get the orange ones, but one of the things I'm not buying in 2025 is a reddish orange lipsticks.
Yep.
Because I have so many. But I put it in my cart and then I was like, oh, what am I doing?
I'm not allowed to buy many things, including like oversized sweatshirts. So I'm not allowed. But yes, I bought the beige one too. And then I bought
yes.
I bought a couple of the other, like the regular, the normal line, just to show people. But yeah, I bought one of the limited edition ones, and I was very tempted to buy all 3 limited edition ones because of the packaging. And then I was like, you do not need them, and you will not wear them. You will not wear that pink color. I know you won't. Don't do it. And so I didn't. I was very proud of myself.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I was tempted not to get the beige because I'm like, I have so many. I should put a moratorium on beiges too, but I'm like, I'll wear those.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If you're going to wear it, plus everybody wants to see it on you. So
yeah, it's the most neutral. And then I feel like I can focus on the formula. You know, is the formula nice?
I agree.
I mean, I agree. I don't mind this particular fragrance, but I just wish there was no fragrance.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, there really isn't a need to put fragrance in anything except for the meteorites, which they messed up. So that's fine.
I mean, talk about ruining a good thing.
I still don't get that. I still haven't gotten a good answer for that either, but.
I mean, you know, I think it was that whole talc thing. They wanted to make like a talc-free version, but then they just like completely screwed it up. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. But you could create a talc-free version and keep the other one. You could have 2 versions. Ooh. See?
Getting.
So, Michele, when are you 2 going to do a "you don't need that" video?
Oh my God. You know, I use the word need very carefully.
Yes.
I don't like to tell people they need anything other than food and water and shelter.
Yep.
But yeah, we could do that. We could do like a cheeky, you don't need that.
We can pull Sophia in at some point, and we can all be like, this sucks. Don't buy it. You know what, guys, honestly, and I think Michele will agree with me on this. You really need very little. Like you
don't need any of this.
Yeah. Makeup is for fun.
Yes.
It is for joy that you get out of it. And actually, so is everything, like clothing and bags and shoes. It's all, I mean, really, when it comes down to it. But I love those things, and I enjoy, and I really do love sharing them with all of you. And I love having conversations like this with Michele to talk about these things, because I don't have anybody here who with them I do, because Sophia moved and left me and went to Texas. So I mean, that to me is like, I get joy out of it. Like, I really love this stuff. Like, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't.
Yeah. What's the point? What's the point?
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like for me, because I've always been into drawing and painting ever since I was little, that this is like a nice extension of that. Like, I just really like applying makeup.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Just for laughs, absolutely. We will figure it out.
Yeah.
We will do it.
We'll figure it out. We could even do, I mean, not only makeup, but like other things too.
Yeah, I can tell you lots of stuff not to buy. That's super easy.
Your money. Yeah.
Thank you, Sophia. You left me. Someone had a question about the Prada eyeshadows.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for them because, you know, I'm a nude queen. Yeah.
I'm really excited about them. I have 2 things that I can say, but I can't put in a chat. Okay. So the first one, if you are in the UK and you can get to Harrods, they are going to do the embossing on the Prada eyeshadows. Okay.
On the case, like you can get like your.
Yes. They're going to emboss the pattern that is where the color story comes from on the case itself. So if you can get to Harrods, They are supposed to be available right now. Okay, that's the first thing.
Okay.
Again, not in the not in the chat. The second thing is that, don't quote me. The second thing, I can just see it now. Jennifer said the second thing is the Prada eyeshadows will be in the United States, and they will be at Nordstrom very, very soon. I cannot give you the date, okay, but soon.
Okay.
This month.
Yeah. So Sophia has ordered them all. Now, did you order them from Harrods? Wait,
And it's silent. I'm not saying anything. I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I'm not supposed to say anything.
I don't need them like that badly. I just think the color stories are really pretty, and I've had good luck with the Prada eyeshadow formula. I think they're really nice. They're very soft, very creamy, pigmented.
Yes, you can get them from in-store. In-store.
But she ordered them.
But they're not online.
Oh, you probably called, I'm guessing? They're in-store. Okay. Okay. Definitely not here in Vegas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I don't understand? Why don't they have it at the Prada boutiques? WTF?
That's an excellent question.
Like, there I have a hookup, but I do not have a hookup at the makeup counter at Nordstrom.
Yeah, exactly. We should ask. Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Go ask. Go ask, Michelle.
I should. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, and here's part of the problem, right? So Nordstrom, they're in store at some Nordstroms, not all Nordstroms, and some Nordstroms are being told not to sell them, and they're not online until a specific date.
That's so annoying.
And I'm not supposed to share the date, even though I know when it's coming. And I'm like, okay, here we go again. Like that's the whole thing all over again, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay, well, and Chanel does this too. Like Chanel will get a collection in and they'll sell it in, and I'm just making an example here, in like Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then California says, well, we have it too, but we can't sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Amit.
Amit is awesome. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Yeah. No, you know what? That's the great thing about this community, I think, is the whole point is that we can share this kind of, like, we can have conversations and be like, hey, I know somebody here, and then somebody else knows somebody where else. Like that is the whole point of like having connections with people, which we seem to have lost. Hey, Kate. Happy Saturday. Happy March 1st. That I think is actually so important to all of this. Like the whole point of all this is the fun and joy that you get out of doing this with other people and having conversations about it and talking about the new releases. And it's fun. Like just ordering stuff online, just me. Okay. I'm not speaking for anyone else. That's not fun. Fun is like sharing, open it up and showing your friends and like that. And that kind of got lost, especially with COVID, because you had no choice. Like you couldn't go into a store. You couldn't have an experience. Mm-hmm. And so like when I went shopping with Michele in Vegas, we had the best time. I didn't even buy, well, I did buy a lot, but I didn't buy that much. But it wasn't about the products. It wasn't about what I bought. It was about the experience of doing it. It was fun. Like that,
it was.
That's
yeah. I feel like you need to come back and we need to have another like shopping trip.
Yay.
Yeah. Or like meet up in New York or something.
Hey, I'll go to New York. Not in the summer.
No. You don't want to be there in the summer. No.
No, it's so
not good. Yeah.
In the summer.
Yeah. I was actually, and we've got about 10 more minutes to go here. I was thinking we'd log off at 11 if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was watching a YouTube video. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Arthur Brooks, but he is a professor at Harvard Business School, and he teaches happiness and what that means. And a large part of that is sharing your experiences with people. That's an integral part of happiness and joy. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there.
He's amazing. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is amazing. Isn't he great?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, if you guys can find like a YouTube video on one of his talks. I don't know if he's done like a TED Talk, but he's done things like that. They're so great.
Yeah. And that's actually like one of the most popular classes at Harvard.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these kids in business school,
Yeah.
you're probably miserable. You're like,
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to do what makes you happy in life. I mean, not everything you do will make you happy. That's a misnomer. Like you're never going to find a life where every single thing you do makes you happy. Doing the dishes is probably not going to make you happy. But if you can follow a path that generally makes you happy, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He talks a lot about that too, how like happiness isn't an end goal.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I know. I love window shopping too.
Yeah, me too. I love window shopping. We saw some really unique things when we were window shopping in Vegas. The stuff that some stuff that did not get on camera. We're like, what in the heck is that?
Well, Vegas is great for that because, you know, merchandising is really different, for example, between Las Vegas and let's say New York, Boston, DC. And yeah, you'll see some stuff here that you won't see in most other places.
I gotta say, there were moments that I wanted to be like, I'm just gonna buy that and wear it in Boston and see what happens. Cause like we don't have that sparkly stuff. We don't have sparkly stuff in Boston. I was like, I like it.
I know, and you really like sparkly stuff.
I do. I love sparkly stuff. I've always loved sparkly stuff, but
I feel like you're being oppressed in Boston.
I am. I'm very annoyed. No, you know, I do. I really do love sparkly stuff. I've kept it to my bags and my jewelry, but who knows? Maybe someday I'll break out.
You need to spend more time here.
That's right. Yeah, I need to spend more time in Vegas.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, is there anything else we want to talk about? So it's March 1st. Sorry, it's March 1st. Is anything coming up? I think the Sephora sale, is usually the beginning of April?
That sounds right. Yeah, I think it's April.
So that means the Ulta.
We all have carts. We all have carts.
Oh, we all have carts. That means the Ulta will be before then.
Yeah.
Right? They usually do. The 29 Days of Beauty is like right before.
Nordstrom has 10 points for ambassadors and icons starting next week.
Okay. And
that is my state. I love my state. I love Massachusetts. I love Boston, but we are not a sparkle state. Okay.
I think also, doesn't Beautylist usually have their gift card event before?
Yeah.
Sephora. It's like all these people, they're trying to, and Credo, they usually have like a 20% off.
They do. I think March is like the.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
March 7th. There you go. And the 10 points starts at Nordstrom, starts March 7th too. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Ulta's longer. Yeah, they have.
It is. And can I just say, I went to Ulta the other day because I forget why. I was like nearby in a strip mall or whatever. And I was like, Ulta, I haven't been in there in a while. So I stopped in. I was surprised. I was shocked. They had a Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, Chanel, like everything. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, ours does not have that.
Yeah, it's just not, it's not what I like associate Ulta with. Usually it's like, you know, I walk and I see Urban Decay, Clinique, Lancome or whatever, and they're really upping their game. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Clé de Peau has a sale on right now. 15% off.
Ooh, is it their site?
Yeah, on their site, anything over $300, which is easy to do at Clé de Peau.
I know, just skincare product.
Yeah, just buy one thing. I really do love Clé de Peau. I really do. I mean, I think it's really worth it, but I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not expensive. I mean, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But when I came on today and I was looking all like shiny dewy, that is Clé de Peau. That's the Clé de Peau emulsion, which I swear by.
Do you have the bottle near
oh
you?
yeah. I keep it on my desk. I mean, I use it all the time.
Yeah.
This is the one that I honestly would say, if you're somebody who wants like a dewier look, this is the best product I've ever used. And I paid for this. This is not, again, nobody, it's mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. And the Clé de Peau shadows are great. They really are good. I mean,
The
the lipsticks are great. I can't really think of anything that's bad.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it is. It really is all good. Nadine is asking about a recall. The new Chanel Rouge Cocoa lipsticks.
Oh, I have not heard that one. Nadine, I'll put some feelers out to my folks, see what I can find out.
Is the Rouge Cocoa lipstick, is that just their basic lipstick, their
Their
cream
basic
lipstick?
lipstick, yeah, they just reformulated and they have all new shades. And they kept 4 shades the same. The color is the same. And
Okay.
all the rest of them, they are different shades. So certain shades are going away.
Are the different shades with the same names or just completely?
They have the same name, but the shade will be different.
I hate when they do that too. Okay.
I know, but there will be 4 shades that are going to be exactly the same. Mademoiselle, Gabrielle, they're like the 4 Chanel Cocoa, like the ones that relate to like her herself or something.
Okay.
Gabrielle, Mademoiselle, I forget the other 2, to be honest with you, but I can get the names if you guys want them. But some of the other ones are new names and new shades, and then other ones are the same name, but the color is different. So,
Okay.
but I'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, Nadine is saying, yeah, 2 essays in 2 different stores in Canada.
Okay, so the only thing I would say, Nadine, is that it could be Canada, because actually the distribution channels are different. They aren't the same supply chain. So depending on whether it's a supply chain issue or maybe a batch issue, it could just be Canada, or not. I mean, you don't know anymore. So let me find out from the US director and see if I can find out. They might not tell me. I mean, that's another thing. Sometimes they don't tell us stuff, but I'll see if I can get an answer and let you know.
Yeah.
Problem with the tube. Interesting. It could, I mean, it's possible. It's really possible. I have 3 shades. Edinburgh, which is one of the shades. I love that one. Mademoiselle, and I forgot the other shade that I bought. Edinburgh is similar to Tom Ford's West Coast, but it's cooler than that. It's not as warm. It's nice. It's a really nice shade. But yeah, Edinburgh is probably my favorite one of the new ones. But there's a lot of deeper shades in the new line, like much deeper, which is interesting. And the formula is great. It's really, really good. But if there's a problem with the packaging, like you said, Nadine, it could be Canada. Like, it's possible. But I don't know, because technically they haven't been released here yet either in the US. They're in the stores, but they're not online. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off here. I have to go get my mom.
That's important.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for joining us on this live. I have linked to Jen's channel down below my description box.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Box. Please go follow her. Please subscribe to her. Sophia, I shall. I think she watches the live sometimes, but I don't think she realizes they're lives.
No, my mother doesn't either. She's very confused. She doesn't understand why I'm on the television.
She doesn't get it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for joining. Yeah. I appreciate it so much. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.